Well, hello everybody. My voice changer's on. Let me change this real quick. Get this cut off. Bring that up, and I gotta wait for it to load. And click that off. There we go. All right, now I'm back to normal, I think. Welcome to Wayne's World, everybody. It is one of them days. It is a Thursday night, and it is September 19th, I do believe. Got something I want to show, and this is not the actual. Let me get the other one. This is not the actual graphic. This is what I did, and it looks like shit. But anyway, I've got some new shirts going to be coming out here very, very shortly. Maybe you can see it. And like I said, this is what I did. It looked like crap. But it's got lines and crap all in it, and it's not real good quality. But, however, I did order some actual good graphics. These are okay, but they're just, you got to turn your shirt inside out and all that kind of thing. And in order to wash it. And it's not real good, durable, things. It's just a little cheap stuff. And that's what I sent Randy Hales when I did his little Team Hales shirt. Anyway, I got them in the mail today. They look really, really great. I have a heat press ordered. It will not be here until next Tuesday. And I've still got to go down by Hobby Lobby and get the shirts and everything. I am going to send one to Australia, and it's going to Laza. Absolutely 100% free of charge. PJ says she wanted one, and I put my email address up there and never got a response from her. Maybe she had difficulties trying to say her address or whatever and type it in or whatever the case was. And the reason I am sending Laza one, and I would send one to Thailand, to PJ, is so you can take a picture and send it to me, and I can say I've got somebody in Australia that's Team Wayne, got somebody in Thailand that's Team Wayne. I looked at my analytics the other day. I got an email, and I got to fix my cord. It's all tangled up. Anyway, look at my analytics, and I am being seen in 8 countries. United States being one of them. That is the majority. I'm in Australia. I am in Thailand. I am in United Kingdom. I am in India. I am in Indonesia. There was a couple of more. I had them wrote down, but I don't have my list up here. But I'm being seen all over the world. Now, granted, there's 2 in Australia and 2 in Thailand, 90 in the United States, and then everybody else is just like one person that's watching. So spread the word. This is the plan, so to speak. I want to be seen literally all over the world. I don't want to be just in the United States. I enjoy different cultures. I enjoy different languages and the way people talk and things that are said that are meant differently in different parts of the world. Like pissed, for instance. In Australia, that means drunk. And in America, that means you're mad or upset with somebody. So, I mean, I try to learn a little bit about all the different cultures and all the different places in the world. I also try to learn about some of the different laws and stuff. Some places you can squat in the side of the street and take a piss or poop, whichever. Other parts you can't even spit on the sidewalk because they will arrest your ass and put you in jail. So it's one of them things where I like to try to be rounded with everything. I don't really judge anybody for anything that they do. Everybody has their own ways of doing things. No matter if you're gay or lesbian or transgender or straight or whatever the case may be, white, black, oriental, Italian, Japanese, German, whatever it may be. I don't judge people for the way they are. You have bad people in every society. It's not, every culture, whatever. You just have to take it with a grain of salt and not try to judge. Same thing, like I normally say at the end of my podcast and everything. Somebody has a bad day or whatever, look at them and smile and just say, have a nice day, and don't let it ruin yours. You don't know what that person's going through. And with that being said, I am going through some things. Vicky is doing okay. She's just slowly getting better. They changed her medicine and all that kind of stuff up here a couple of weeks ago. She's not hurting as bad, which is a good thing. Her memory is coming back quite a bit. Like I said, they changed her medicine up, and one of the medicines was gabapentin, and it has to do with your memory, mainly long-term, short-term, whatever. And she's been able to remember things now. You could say something to her and tell her something in 5 minutes from now, she'd forget it. And that's slowly getting better, which is a good thing. She is still cancer-free at the moment. Thank the Lord. And I do appreciate everybody sending prayers and all that kind of thing. However, it will come back a third time. And we'll deal with that when it happens. But my stress level is through the roof. Work's going okay. Can't really complain there. It's just everyday stress. I mean, I don't really talk about it normally on my end because of I'm sort of a private person. I like to think I can deal with everything by myself. I don't need anybody's help. But that's not the case. Thank you very much, Brooks. I don't know why my chat is not coming through on my thing. It's not coming through on my little chat box on the side. But anyway, thank you very much, Brooks. My Facebook Messenger thing just popped up. It's one of them things where I said something. I sat down the other day with Vicky, and we was out on the porch, and I was letting her know how I was feeling. It is hard for me to admit, I guess would be the better word, that I need some help mentally. I don't really sleep good at night. It's because I got a lot of stuff going on in my brain. Worried to death about Vicky. Wondering where it's going to pop up again. And I know one day I'm going to lose her. Hopefully it won't be anytime soon. I am cherishing the moments that I have. Normally on Wednesdays we go out to eat. Finally she's starting to gain a little bit of weight back. Hey Mike, good to see you, buddy. Sorry to hear about Martha. I really am. Prayers come to you, buddy. I promise. But anyway, we go out to eat and stuff. She had lost another 10 pounds. She'd gotten down, a little bit. And now she's starting to gain her weight back. She ate 4 days in a row. Of course, it's expensive when you go out to eat. But she's eating. That's the important part. And then we went last night. My son treated us to dinner. Normally we eat at a little place here in Atoka called Olympic. I love their lasagna and the pizza and all that kind of stuff. They got steaks, which I didn't care. I mean it's good steaks. Really good, nice and tender, and good. But anyway, she ate about half of her steak. Matter of fact, it's still down there in the ice box. I'm going to go get it here shortly because I get to eat steak tonight. But anyway, that's in a nutshell what's going on. Got a guy at work, started, I don't know, a couple of months ago, something like that. He is going to be replacing my boss, hopefully. Really, really good guy. He's a Mexican guy. And if you see this, Joaquin, I'm not saying anything bad. But anyway, he's a real, real good guy. He makes it a point to ask me every day how I'm doing. And some days I'm doing really, really good. And I'm laughing and cutting up and joking and smiling and just happy go lucky. Other days, things bother me. And he can tell it. And he'll ask, what's going on with you? And I'm thinking, well, shit, I'm just worried about Vicky. I got bills, and some of the guys ain't doing like they're supposed to, and I mean, it's just whatever the case may be. Um, and I don't sleep good, like I said. So it means a lot to me that he takes time out to check on me, and let me talk and get stuff off my chest, and that is he is my immediate boss or immediate supervisor right now. Pat's still my boss, um, but he cares. He used to work for one of the vault companies and stuff, and he came on board with us, took a cut in pay. I don't know if it was because of me, because I was always, cutting up and bullshitting and carrying on when he came out to set vaults and stuff. He seemed to like me. I like him quite naturally. But he's a really, really good guy, and I think he'll make a really, really great boss. He's still got a lot to learn, and I try to show him a little thing here and there. I mean, it's nothing major, but there is so much that goes on in the office, so much that he has to learn, and he gets a little stressed out. And he's used to being out in the field, working outside all the time. Really, really hard worker. I can't say enough about him. But he wants to get out of the office, so he'll come down to the shop or come find me or whatever, and he'll just sort of hang out and watch and learn. And I'm not really trying to teach him because everybody has their own way of doing things, like digging or using a backhoe or whatever the case is. So he has to find his own way. He can do it. It takes him a little while. He don't do a bad job. But in case something ever happened to me or whatever, I know he can step in and take over my job with no problem whatsoever. And he could probably line the two guys I got out up under me. Um, he could line them out probably in a heartbeat. However, the only issue that I do have that I have seen, and he's still, like I said, he's still learning, so I can't really take it away from him. I'm not trying to. He is not getting his priorities straight. There are some things like a work order or whatever he'll give me that really ain't that important, but I still get them done anyway. Because there's other things that I need to take care of and equipment that I have to work on or whatever the case may be. That is the priority. Digging graves and having funerals and stuff like that's how we make our money. So that is my top priority. And I try to base everything else, after that. Pat, my boss, taught me that, because some things I thought was, important, wasn't. Hey, Regina, good to see you, hon. Thomas, I see you out there. And, of course, Mike Patterson, buddy I grew up with that lived next door to me. Anyway, hi, friend, I'm not late or different. Forgot. Forget. I'm not real sure, Regina. But anyway, it's good to see you, hon. I've got 6 people out there watching. 3 is on Wayne's World and 3 is on Greg Wayne. I have absolutely nobody tonight on YouTube. Or if they are, it's not popping up on my screen because all this stuff on Restream changed. And I think it's wonderful. But anyway, I do want to talk about something tonight. And this is the subject for tonight. I did not actually go through Restream and post to the YouTube and Facebook and all that. But I did make a post this morning that we are talking about wrestling managers. I now have 8, and it is 4 and 4, Wayne's World, and 4 on Greg Wayne. All right. what is your now? Been trying to figure out how to do it on Facebook, and I cannot figure out for the life of me how to do a poll or where you can go in and vote and do things because I've seen it before and I just don't know how to do it. I'm stupid, I guess. Or post a link or something to somewhere that does do it. I don't know how to do all that, but I'm trying to figure it out. But what was your favorite wrestling manager? That is the question. There has been so many in the past. Jimmy Hart, I done one on here a month or so ago, and it took me 2 months ago, whatever it was, and it took me forever because he had like a whole stack of stuff, and I tried to pre-record all of it, and it just did not work. As hard as I tried, uh, I mean, there was so much that Jimmy has done, and I even called Jimmy. Yeah, I already know yours, Thomas. Thomas made the comment. He said, "You already know mine, Pops." Yes, I do. It's Jimmy Cornette. But the thing is there has been so many wrestling managers from the past that we all grew up with, and even today, a lot of them are now in my list that I have, and it is an extensive list. So I'm not even going to try to list everybody because I can't. But the ones that I remember growing up, that I actually met and actually talked to and grew up with since I was knee high to a pissant. Um, and I also tried to include some from today and some from yesterday. I did not be biased or whatever, just be in Memphis or USWA or CWA or Power Pro or this goes everywhere. It includes WWE, it includes Oklahoma, it includes Louisiana, it includes Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, Mississippi, Kentucky, Atlanta, um, WWE. Quite naturally, now is WWF, WWF, whatever, and then WWF, and then it's WWE now. I did not include anybody from Great Britain or Japan or anything like that from other countries. It's pretty much just sort of generalized in the United States, but it wasn't any one promotion. Um, I did not, if they were wrestlers, usually wrestlers before, I did not include them if all they did was just manage. Like my dad, for instance. Um, I did not include him in my list. And the reason being, he was a wrestler. He wasn't just a manager. Yes, I like the brain too. Um, and he's also on my list, Thomas. But there were so many that we had back in the day, like Al Costello, who managed the Kangaroos. You had Percy Pringle, which ended up going and managing the Undertaker as Paul Bearer. Now, a lot of people didn't know Paul Bearer, the Undertaker, that was the manager that was with Undertaker, actually was an Undertaker. He was a licensed mortician that used to prepare the bodies and stuff like that, and he was still active doing it even while he was working for WWE or WWF, whichever it was. A lot of people didn't know that. If you do any kind of biography or anything like that on him, look it up on Wikipedia. Paul Bearer or Percy Pringle or whatever, and everything comes up. I thought that was pretty interesting. I learned that when I was at the Gulf Coast Wrestlers Reunion when I first met him, and I'm sure I probably met him before that. I just didn't know who he was, or that he was that big of a star or whatever. There was Sam Bass, for instance. Back in '76, I was 10 years old, July 26, in 1976. I was supposed to ride back with Sam that night, back to Nashville, to spend the week with him and his wife in Nashville. And Daddy had a bad feeling, said, "No, son, Sam likes to drink a little too much, and he likes to drive real fast, and blah, 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 blah. I'm not letting you go." I said, "But Daddy, it's my birthday. That's what I want." He's like, "No, I'm not doing it." I just got a bad feeling. Well, that night Sam ended up passing away. Him and Pepe Lopez or Hester, I can't remember their names. But anyway, they ended up passing away. Yes, Mike, I have downtown Bruno on my list. Matter of fact, I talked to him about 3 weeks ago. Um, but anyway, let me jump back to this other story real quick. Um, and they passed away. The only reason they knew who it was is there was a gold pocket watch. That was the only thing that really survived in the wreck. And long story short, my dad saved my life that night. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Yes, downtown Bruno is on the list, Mike. Um, there is. I talked to him about 3 weeks ago. He said, "All right, I'll call you next week or next Tuesday or Wednesday," and that was 2 weeks ago, and I haven't heard from him because I was trying to schedule to have him on as a guest, and unfortunately, I guess he forgot either that or just got busy or whatever. I'm sure he stays busy a lot like Jerry Lawler does. My damn cord keeps getting wound up here. I don't know why. I ain't doing anything. I'm just sitting here and just steadily winding itself up. But yeah, downtown Bruno is on my list. Like I said, there was Al Costello. There is Captain Lou Albano, Harvey Whippleman, quite naturally, downtown Bruno, Sam Bass, Jimmy Hart, um, Al Costello, I think I already mentioned him, Bobby the Brain Heenan, um, Nate the Rat. As bad as I hate to put him in there, I'm going to put him in there. Mickey Poole, which was another one. Um, and some of these guys are goofy as all get out. I ain't going to say the S word, but they're goofy. Um, there were so many people in the past. Like I said, I want to know who your thoughts of who was your favorite manager out of everybody. You know, Classy Freddie Blassie. That was another one. And you know, you pencil neck geek and all that kind of stuff. Great on the microphone. Um, and very fast witted, I might add. But J.J. Dillon, that's another one. I know exactly what you mean, Thomas, when you say J.J. I liked him. He was a good guy. Matter of fact, he spent the night at my dad's house a couple of times that he was in town. But anyway, I want to know who y'all's. Damn, I even got country as shit. Who do y'all think was one of the greatest managers of all time? Who was your favorite? I know Thomas liked Bobby DeBrain. I know he likes Jimmy Cornette. I know Mike Patterson. You know, he said downtown Bruno. Thomas again said Freddie Blassie, J.J. Dillon. So, who else is out there that? What was y'all's memory of a manager that y'all either liked or disliked? That's what I want to know. And I hope everybody out there has had an absolutely great day. Um, I am going to throw this up on the screen just for a minute. And there's my email address. It is right here. Um, it's gregwayne1 at hotmail.com. All you have to do is send me an email. Um, and if you have some kind of memory or story or anything like that, because once I get a hold of Bruno, I'm planning on having him on and I have his bio right here. Harvey Whippleman, you see it? And I'm going to go part by part and read it and then have him come on and then y'all ask questions or whatever and make comments or whatever. So it'll be one of them interactive things. But on the manager that you remember or disliked or liked, whatever the case is, send me an email at gregwayne1 at hotmail.com. And I'm going to leave that up there for right now. And we are going to get back to the comments. And Mike Patterson says, Jimmy Hart. Yes, I like Jimmy. There's a story there, but I'll tell that in just a second. Thomas also says, I remember when Danny Davis was the manager of the Blonde Bombers. Yes, that is true. There was also Richard Lee, who managed the Moondogs. So, I mean, there's so many that I didn't include Danny. Vicky had a whole list. It's from people all over the world. And she said, "You just tell me yes or no." I was like, "All right." So she named several of the different women that were managers or supposedly managers. They were mainly valets. They wasn't actual managers. So I did not include any of them. She did mention Danny Davis, and I was like, no, Danny was a wrestler, and that sort of transponded, and I didn't really include him into the manager part of it. Now, don't get me wrong, Danny was probably a good manager and get some heat and everything with the Blonde Bombers and Ferris and Latham. But the thing is I did not. Yes, J.D. Costello. That's another one that's on my list. There's so many that I cannot fathom or even try to get all the pictures of everybody. I've got a folder made on my computer. I have not downloaded pictures yet. That's why it is just basically a discussion for tonight. And like I said, I'm trying to get Bruno on here one day, and hopefully not next week, but maybe a week after next or whenever it is I can get him scheduled. Like I said, he travels all over the place doing the Comic Cons and working, and I guess he's still with WWE, I think. But he does a whole lot of stuff. Matter of fact, coming up Saturday night, this coming Saturday night in Jackson, Tennessee, at the Picture Perfect Event Center. It is September 21st. And that's Saturday night, guys. It starts around 2:30, 3:30, something like that in the afternoon for the meet and greet. You can get tickets at MemphisWrestling.com or something like that, Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame or something like that. Go back and watch, yes, Boss Winners. That's another one. The Randy Hale show. I'm sure he probably plugged it Monday, and I'm sure he did it probably Tuesday. Because that was his moment of being able to do it. That's what he done at the last time. Thomas says 3:30. I'll be there. VIP, baby. You paid big money for this shit, didn't you? I wasn't gonna pay for it. If I get all the way there and they say you got to buy a ticket, I'm gonna tell them to kiss my ass and I'm gonna try to come home. But Vicky's wanting to go, because otherwise I wouldn't go, because I'm not booked. I'm not asked to. I've been invited or anything like that. And I'm not paying that kind of money to go see people that I've known all my life. But anyway, Thomas says Boss Winners or something like that. Yes, Boss Winners is correct. So it's one of them things where do you go? What do you do? I like to go to this event. I like the doctor will be there. Yes, Dr. Tom Pritchard. Really, really good guy. I'd really like to see him. But I'd like to go in Saturday and take pictures, maybe do video or an interview or something like that. That is just something sort of that I would like to do, and then maybe come back and do it on the show, and do like a recap type thing or whatever. Now, I'm not going to recap the matches. I think they got matches that night. I'm not positive. But just basically get everybody's opinion or whatever, and maybe have a shirt or something made, and say, well, it won't be this week because it ain't going to happen. I don't have a shirt. But if I had shirts made, I would have them put them on. So, hey, I represent Team Wayne, this, that, and the other, bullshit thing. But anyway, this is what it's all about, and it is Saturday night at a night to remember, and it is at the Picture Perfect Event Center in Jackson. This is Monday Night Memories, guys. This was where it all started. Here it goes. Here you go.
I found a program stuck back in my drawer. It was faded. It was torn. I couldn't wait till I looked inside. Some are gone. Some are still alive. Watch them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of so cool. Jimmy Hart acted like a silly fool. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jackie Fargo said, put up your dukes. The girls thought the fabulous ones were cute. Sputnik Monroe, Don and Al Green, the Gilberts and the Funks, I thought they were so mean. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jerry Jarrett told Joe Yamamoto when he died, it hurt me so. Eddie Marlin, Buddy Wayne, Guy Coffey, hope they never change. Lance Russell, they call Banana Nose. Dave Brown was his sidekick, everybody knows. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of
All right, there it was, Monday Night Memories. That is a night to remember, and it is at Picture Perfect Event Center in Jackson, Tennessee, this coming Saturday, the 21st. So be sure you make your plans to be there, guys. Get your tickets online at MemphisWrestlingHallOfFame.com or whatever site it is Randy has. They were supposed to, I asked Adam Dunn here a couple of weeks ago when he watched, send me the graphics and shit, and I'm more glad to plug it. I never got them. And then he asked me about the video, and I was like, I hadn't seen that either. But anyway, I'm trying to help as much as possible, but I could get the graphic, but I ain't going down through all that work to try to do everything. But anyway, all I can do is say, hey, send it to me. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. That's all there is to it. Anyway, Thomas says the doctor will be there, and then he's talking about Dr. Tom Pritchard. And then he says, I should go and gimmick. You might get your ass beat. Mike Patterson says Tojo. Yes, Tojo is in the Hall of Fame already. I think somewhere around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, something like that. They're supposed to do the Hall of Fame inductions and all that. There's going to be a whole list of people there. Rock and Roll Express, Dr. Tom Pritchard. Yeah, that would be epic. I agree. God, I can't even remember everybody's going to be there. Bruno, Lawler, Dundee, Tommy Rich, I think, Doug Gilbert. I'm trying to remember. And I may have somebody wrong there, so don't quote me on all this. Don't get mad if they ain't there. But there's a whole slew of people they have got to induct, and Shane Russell will be there. Dave Brown will be there. They are going to be the MCs or host or whatever you want to call it for the Hall of Fame. That should be very interesting, especially to see how Shane takes on his dad's persona and steps in and just does a fantastic job, I'm sure. Shane is very, very talented, and he does take after Lance, no doubt. I've seen a couple of interviews and stuff that he did for one of the networks. I don't remember which one of them it was. But it was talking about his dad, basically. I'm talking about Lance Russell and when he started in radio and moved to TV and all the different things, and they moved from here and they moved from there and settled in Memphis and was program director and I mean all kind of stuff. Thomas just said he sent me the flyer. Okay, let me open up another tab here. Hold on just one second. Let me throw it over here on my other monitor and bring up my Facebook. I guess that's where you sent it, was to my messenger. Brooks told us, mentioned me in a comment, and that's not it. I'm hitting the wrong thing. He sent a photo. There we go. There it is. All right, let me see if I can download this real quick. Save image as, and I need to find that shirt logo. I don't want to put it there. I got to find the folder for my ads and all that kind of stuff. Video projects. I gotta make sure I pick a folder that I know where it's at. Let's just go to downloads. That'll work. All right, save. And download GIF. It's a GIF file. Now, let me bring this up. I'm probably going to have to change the format. Go to my downloads folder. Give me just 1 second, guys, because this is all live. None of this is pre-recorded. What was it? Something GIF. A GIF file. PDF. I got PDFs everywhere. I did not see it. Where did it go? Koso Hayata. What the hell that is? It's all PDF files. That is not where it went. Let me click that folder. Benefit, payroll. God, I've got too much stuff on here. PDFs. These are all PDFs. It's all Vicky stuff. Back when she was working. Let me do it again. It says open this file. So let's do that. Okay. And then I want to save as, and let's change the format. It needs to be a PDF, but I can save it as a JPEG. Save as JPEG, and I'm not going to save it in Mongolian Stompers thing. I'm going to save it in downloads. Okay. So hit save. Now, let me go back to downloads, and it should be a JPEG file.
You done?
Huh?
You done?
No, I'm still working. I ain't even opened the other one.
Oh.
I'm still online doing stuff, but I'm trying to do this file. You want to say hello to everybody?
No.
She said nope.
You can say it for me.
Oh, they can hear you, I'm sure. JPEG. Where in the shit is the file? Documents. This is driving me crazy. See, this is why I don't do these kind of things. I guess y'all can still see me, but my screen's blocked out because I've got folders over here. Why did it not come up JPEG? It's supposed to go to downloads. HIJ. See, it should have been up there toward the top. God, this kills me. Now I'm gonna make another one. Let me close that. Let me open it up over here. I really want this damn graphic for some stupid reason. Okay, here it is. Download JPEG. See if that's it. Okay, that's it. All right. And the name of it is download JPEG. That ain't what it's supposed to be, but anyway. Let me go ahead and bring this up now. Now I can upload it. Go to downloads. There it is, and it is download JPEG, but it's not showing up. I do not understand. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why that is not showing up. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to change this because it is going to be different anyway. So I'm going to double click this, bring that up, and then I'm going to share screen. That is the easiest thing to do. And this is Facebook, and this is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be my other damn thing. See, this ain't, nothing works like it's supposed to. Screen share. It says Facebook. I don't know why it says Facebook. That is not it. Share. I'm going to hit share anyway. That's not it. Okay. Now I have it. But you have to click other things in order to get everything to come up. So, here we go. That is the class of 2024 Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame inductees. It is Saturday, September 21st, 2024. With Legends of Memphis Wrestling, MemphisWrestlingHallOfFame.com, a night to remember. Meet and greet starts at 3:30 and runs till 6. Memphis Wrestling Hall of Famers and Legends at 2310 North Highland, Jackson, Tennessee. Picture Perfect Event Center. 7 p.m. Hall of Fame induction ceremony. There is so many on there that I cannot even begin to imagine. You got Brandon Baxter, Jim Cornette, Lance Jade, Kid Wicked, Kevin Lawler, Randy Hills, quite naturally, Tony Falk, C.B. Wyatt. I can't read those names. Derek King, Bulldog Reigns. The other names are too damn small. I can't see them. Of course, Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee. Looks like a referee is sitting there, but I don't know who that is. I know Rock and Roll Express is supposed to be there. Motley Crue is supposed to be there. Some of the KEW Outlaws are supposed to be there. The crew from them, all that. Alan Steele, I think, is going to be there. Like I said, Kevin Lawler is going to be there. But anyway, it is a majorly stacked card. And that is Saturday night at the Picture Perfect Event Center in Jackson, Tennessee. And like I said, the meet and greet and everything, all that starts at 3:30 and runs till 6. And then at 7, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. All right, and we are back here. And now I can get all this back off my thing. Thank you very much, Thomas. I did look in downloads. Trust me, I did. But when I was trying to load it on the program, it has to be in a PDF file. That's why everything was in PDF. So, again, I figured out another way to do it on the fly. So let me go ahead and close that, because that is what I had, and I downloaded it twice. But anyway, now we got that out of the way. That's part of being live, guys. That is what it's all about. Let me hide that. And he said he sent me the flyer. Yes, you did. I just put that up on the screen. We are fixing to get ready to get out of here, but I do want to know who your favorite and or least favorite, or the one you hated the most, wrestling manager was. Like I said, shoot me an email and stuff. It's at gregwayne1@hotmail.com. It's sitting right here. Ding, 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 ding. And that is what that is. Next week, hopefully next show, I will have my new shirts ready, and it is Team Wayne. So I've got one I've got to send all the way to Australia. But anyway, I am going to do an ad and promo and all that kind of stuff for the T-shirts. I've also got another idea. It's not actually my idea. It is Laza's idea, which is he's the one that started all this. doing Team Wayne and this, that, and the other, and I never really thought about Team Wayne. But since it is his idea, he's been watching a lot of Batman. So he is talking about doing a Batman logo, which I know is trademarked. Everything all the way back from 1946 is trademarked. But I may be able to do an adaptation to it and put a wrestling figure or something in it with the logo and put not Team Wayne, but it's a Wayne thing. You wouldn't understand. So, and that refers back to Bruce Wayne and being a millionaire and all that. Then you had the wrestling logo, which sort of transcends into the Wayne name and wrestling and all that kind of thing. It's something you wouldn't understand. I mean, it's a Wayne thing. So that's the other idea I have for a shirt. I still have to sit down and design that. And I am going to do my best. Like I said, I've got several shirts I've got to do. I got one for me. I got to do one for my wife. I've got one for Laza, and I have one more graphic thing that I ordered. I only ordered 4 of them. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the other one. If you want a shirt, you can email me at Greg Wayne, right here, ding, 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 1@hotmail.com. Give me your shirt size, and then also would need your address. And before we do all that, just send me an email and say, hey, I want one. And if you do, I'll be more than glad to send you their information, because I'll still have to figure out what it costs for a shirt, and for the graphic, and for the little bit of time that it takes me to do it. So, plus the shipping and all that. And it'll all be figured in one price. I'm not going to sit here and do $25 and say, okay, plus shipping. It'll be an overall price, and I'll take care of the shipping. And I can't guarantee exactly the exact date you'll get it. But I would work on it as quickly as I can. It takes 2 to 3 days to get the graphic once I submit it, and then I have to have the shirts, and then I have to be able to go to mail them and put them in a package and all that kind of stuff, and send them out. So I have not actually sat down and broke down what it actually costs to do a shirt, but it beats the hell out of doing what I was doing, because these little things here ain't worth a crap. They just, it's crappy quality. And it was just an experimental thing. So, and it all started with Randy Hales talking about Team Hales. And I was like, yeah, I'll send him a shirt. So I emailed him and said, what size shirt you wear? Give me your address. So I made one and sent to him. Then he wore it 2 or 3 times and then hadn't seen it again. Probably because he didn't turn the damn thing inside out, and it got all nasty. It was cheap. But the shirts I'm making are not cheap. It's really, really good quality. So, from that standpoint. Like I said, don't forget about Saturday night, guys. Picture Perfect Event Center in Jackson, Tennessee. And it is going to be something to be seen. I'm hoping to be able to take a camera and stuff and maybe do an interview or something. Or if nothing else, just take pictures. Because most of the guys that are there I grew up with, and I know them for many, 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 many years. Coco Ware is another one that's going to be there. Everybody wasn't on that poster that Thomas sent me. But anyway, there's so much going on and so much that is happening in the wrestling business and the wrestling scenes, and like with WWE and AEW and all the different things, TNA or whatever they're called now, Impact, whatever. There's so much going on. I can't keep up with it, I'm going to be honest. But anyway, if you'd like a shirt out there, guys, don't forget, send me the information right here. Take your picture, take your phone, take a picture of the screen, or save it or whatever, however it is you got to do it. Go back and watch it later and write it down. If you like a shirt or whatever, let me know, and I will get it out to you. Once I get the information and figure out how much it's actually going to cost. It'll be somewhere around $35 ballpark, and that includes shipping. But anyway, I do appreciate everybody out there watching. I do appreciate everybody joining. I appreciate everybody's comments, and we still have 3 people out there watching, which I think is great. 2 is still on Wayne's World, and 1 is actually on Wayne's World on YouTube. And I wonder who that is. Let me think. Who would that be? That would either be PJ or Laza, which could be, or it could be 2 people. 1 in Thailand, because I have 2 in Thailand that's watching. I have 2 in Australia that's watching. And it also could be somebody either in India or Indonesia or United Kingdom or wherever it may be. But they are watching on YouTube. So I do appreciate it. And Mike Patterson is the one on YouTube. Wait a minute. It just popped up. He's the one watching on YouTube. Cool. At least you found me. But anyway, guys, we are fixing to get ready to get out of here, and I hope everybody out there has a great and safe weekend. Mike Patterson says I changed to YouTube. Thank you very much. There you go. Anyway, hope everybody out there has a really, really great weekend, guys. We are looking really, really forward to having Downtown Bruno on here. Hopefully, it'll either be week after next or sometime very soon. I probably will call him this weekend and try to get in touch with him if he ain't busy. Like I said, he's still traveling everywhere and going to Comic-Cons and all that kind of thing. Got 5 on here watching now. 2 is on Wayne's World, 2 is on Greg Wayne, and 1 is on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Spread the word. I do appreciate it, each and every one of you. Like I said, if you do want to get on Team Wayne, you're more than welcome to. Just send me an email, and that email is right there, right here. It says gregwayne1@hotmail.com. And that is going to pretty much wrap this show up, guys. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. I would go back and plug all of Randy Hell's stuff, but I'm not going to tonight. And Monday Night Memories I've already done. And we are fixing to get ready to get out of here and call it an evening. I still got to go take a bath and take a shower or whatever, get my rear end washed. And then I am going to be going to eat and go to bed. So, with that being said, guys, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Everybody be safe out there, guys. And like I always say, remember, treat everybody the way you want to get treated. If somebody's being ugly to you, guys, just smile and tell them have a nice day. And don't let it ruin yours. There you go, guys. Till next week, this is Greg Wayne for Wayne's World saying so long, everybody.